Hi, I'm Chris Shovlin here at the A.J. Palumbo Center, and this is the PSR Sports Report, the wrap-up after the first night of the WPIAL Championships. And 3 new champions have been crowned. In girls, it was Seton LaSalle winning the AA title. In boys A, it was the Vincentian Royals knocking off Lincoln Park. And Montour, the upset king, here tonight on the first night of the WPIAL Championships. They beat South Fayette, the defending PIAA State AA Championship. And right now, let's go to the highlights from the first game of the day. The Seton LaSalle Rebels running past the Jeannette Jayhawks, and they use defense, they use transition. Great ball movement here before the nice crowd at the Palumbo Center tonight. And Seton LaSalle was able to run away with things and overpower the Jayhawks, although they did have their moments. It was Seton LaSalle with a final score of 74-30 here tonight. And that 74 points, by the way, for Seton LaSalle sets a new WPIAL record in the girls' AA championship game. But Jeannette really didn't have a way to answer the Seton LaSalle Rebels tonight, who win another WPIAL Class AA championship. And right now, let's point out our PSR Sports Player of the game from that AA girls title game. It was Angela Heinz who finished strong here tonight for Seton LaSalle. 14 points, 8 rebounds, 4 steals, and she was 7 of 13 from the floor. So Angela Heinz out of the Seton LaSalle High School in the South Hills, and the Lady Rebels just running away with things over Jeannette here tonight, and Angela Heinz is our PSR player of the game. Now let's move to Class A in the boys basketball championship game. The Vincentian Royals challenging the Lincoln Park Leopards. Vincentian lost only 1 game during the regular season this year. Tonight, they wouldn't lose the second one. They were able to roll past Lincoln Park, and let's take a look at some of the highlights here on Comcast of that game. Fabulous game by John Bray. Here he goes inside the lane, but this time Devontae Watson able to swat that ball away from him. Lincoln Park had its moments as Pratt went down deep and fired one off the glass. This was a tight ball game, but Vincentian led the entire way despite some great defensive plays by Watson and company. As you see, Watson looking strong for Lincoln Park. But Vincentian did come on. They get some big long-range jumpers. Again, Lincoln Park made it a tight ball game several times tonight, but John Bray was able to take control of this game, and he leads the Vincentian Royals to their first ever boys title in the WPIAL. They won some girls titles in the past, but tonight they pick up their first boys championship, and John Bray is our PSR Sports Player of the game as we take a look at what he did on the floor here tonight at the A.J. Palumbo Center. 21 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and he was 8 for 13 from the free throw line. And he played a little bit of defense too, but John Bray was the hot hand for the Vincentian Royals, who win their first ever WPIAL Boys Basketball Championship. Now let's move on to AAA. The upset of the night on the Friday night WPIAL Championship night here at the Palumbo Center was the Montour Spartans knocking off the defending AA state champions, the South Fayette Lions. South Fayette stepped up into AAA, and right now let's go to the highlight tape and see what we can see from this AAA fray. As South Fayette moved up this year, they had only lost 1 game, and that was to Chartiers Valley coming into the action here tonight. This was a rough game. 2 teams playing basketball with a lot of football players from last fall. We saw a lot of these guys in our Comcast high school football games of the week through the season. But tonight it was a little rough and tumble basketball and some long-range shooting as well. Tremendous outing, a well-coached game by the Montour Spartans, and Adam Kaufman and his team come up with their school's first WPIAL basketball title. They win it in a surprise, 45-34 over the defending AA state champion South Fayette Lions. Who is the player of the game? Well, easy to call, Devin Wilson. What a game he had tonight. Stat-wise, not spectacular. 10 points, 5 rebounds, 4 dimes. He was 6 of 8 from the free throw line, but really what was tremendous about Devin Wilson here tonight was his floor play. As you see, that breakaway layup Devin Wilson, just a great floor general. And this kid's only a sophomore, so he was really impressive, and so was his team, the Montour Spartans. And that's a look at night number 1 of the WPIAL Championships here from the A.J. Palumbo Center. I'm Chris Shovelin. That's our PSR Sports Report here on Comcast.